What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Cooking with Natalie. So number one request is a lot about what I eat, recipes, meal prep, etc. regarding nutrition. Nutrition is everything. So today is a little something special for you guys because I am including what I absolutely love to cheat with. Yes, your girl has her cheat meals, so stay tuned for that. But first, we're getting into the most important macronutrient that we must always eat no matter what, even on cheat days, and that is consuming enough protein. So for breakfast, I'm gonna show you what I have, and it's gonna be a protein shake. These are all of the ingredients that I'm using today, and then we're going into a nice leftover salad. So usually I always cook, or Jonathan cooks, our dinner literally like fresh and live, or we eat takeout. Takeout happens quite often and we have leftovers. So I'm gonna show you guys what I like to do for my leftover meals as well, so you're not wasting any food. So shall we get into this bad boy? I think we shall. Let's do it. First up is our protein shake. But I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using first, and then we'll get into like ingredients and this and that. So we have frozen berries, we have peanut butter, we have our protein powder, almond butter, almond milk. We have Greek yogurt, and then we have some guacamole, lettuce, fruit, and then like I said, well, we have our dressing as well, and also the leftovers that I'm gonna show you guys how I use and make sure I utilize our leftovers because it's key. It is key. I'm gonna keep it really simple for you guys and do 3/4 of a cup of pretty much everything, except obviously I'll do 2 scoops of the protein powder. But if you do not like measuring stuff, and because you guys know that Costco is one of mine and Jonathan's favorite spots, you can get one of these. And what's cool about this is that it already comes pre-packaged, so you don't have to think. But for today, I'm gonna show you, because I'm going with just blueberries. So we're gonna first start with our blueberry lavender almond milk, and I'm gonna do 3/4 of a cup. My blender is a Ninja. I mean, you can use any blender, but I feel like that's what everybody does when they do these videos, is literally tell you every little detail. So we have 3/4 of a cup going into our blender. Now we're going in with our blueberries. And now that this order, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have your liquid in, then you're good to go to add everything as you feel necessary. And I might add a little bit more just because blueberries are really great because they are low on the glycemic index. 3/4 of a cup, which is actually the serving that it says on the back. And why Greek yogurt is amazing is because 1 serving of Greek yogurt has 16 grams of protein. Protein is essential. That is what we're going for. Yes, we are having a cheat day, but I have to make sure that I'm hitting all of my protein no matter what. And obviously, Greek yogurt is awesome for a snack. You can literally put this in a bowl, put a little bit of either frozen berries or fresh berries on top of it, and maybe if you're feeling spicy, add in a little bit of honey, sprinkle a little cinnamon, and you have an amazing, healthy protein snack. And I like putting yogurt into a shake because it just adds that extra kind of like thick consistency. So I'm adding in 2 scoops. 2 scoops is gonna give me 42 grams of protein, but that's pretty damn good. 58 grams of protein in 1 sitting. I'm doing 2 scoops of strawberry. This is from Phorm. And 1. And 2, like so. And then if you're feeling extra, you can add in some peanut butter. Well, one of my guilty pleasures is peanut butter. I absolutely love peanut butter, almond butter. I had to stop eating it because Jonathan was like, okay, you're eating jars, and it was starting to hurt my stomach. And it's just, you have to make sure.
You had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, you literally, I just have an addictive personality. And we go to the emergency room, and my stomach was like super distended. I looked like I was pregnant. It was super scary. And then we get in there, they do the ultrasound, all of the things that they do. And it came back that I essentially had...
They go, wait, what's going on? You are distended. Yes, your stomach is protruding with what's going on. What have you eaten? And she's like, well, a lot of peanut butter. They're like, okay, well, like, that shouldn't do it unless you're allergic. And I'm like, no. By a lot of peanut butter, jars of peanut butter. They're like, oh yeah, eating a jar of peanut butter generally would do this to you and cause your stomach to distend.
Yeah, that was a fun day. I always do this wrong. I normally do the single serving. Let's blend. Hold, please.
And this is why you get married. There you go. Here. Good. Push it down. There you go. See now how that like is not flashing? And then you just do.
Yes, I need my big man to come and help me. This is also something that I like to do as a dessert, but I'll make it really thick so it feels like ice cream, and I'll put it in a bowl and use a spoon, and bam. So a lot of questions I always get asked about is like protein. How do I get all my protein in? Well, this is 68 grams right here. We have our shake. So this is breakfast. This is the first meal of the cheat day. Going down the hatch. Bomb. It's actually really good. Do you boys want some? Do you want to try? I'm assuming that's a yes? Yes? Okay. Ask me about dressing. I love Primal Kitchen. So this one is the oil, vinegar, avocado oil. It's amazing. I always talk about ingredients, and the ingredients on this are amazing. It's basically all real food, and nothing is discussed. Nothing is unhealthy for you. This is your salad. So then this is lunch, and then for the grand finale is the cheat meal that I absolutely love. It is warm. It is buttery. It is juicy. Mr. Coyle is coming up because he makes it better than myself. So meanwhile, you guys already know this is a good thing. I always say I married someone very smart and amazing, but he's also the biggest nerd that I know, because currently, as I'm doing this for you guys, he is watching Witcher and playing Diablo. Now, when we first met, for those that have already watched the video, you guys know that Jonathan was so obsessed with video games that he ended up working at Blizzard Entertainment, which is a video gaming company. Put your game on pause. I don't know all the terminology.
Ready for your cheat meal?
Yes, so you guys, for the grand finale of Cooking with Nem, I brought in the big guns, and that is right. The one and only Mr. Coyle. And this is one of my favorite absolute meals. When we first started dating and then got engaged, he would make this for me when I would come off the road, and it was like heaven.
It is delicious.
This is a ham and cheese sandwich with Kerrygold butter.
Grilled ham and cheese, not just any ham and cheese. Grilled ham and cheese.
Yes, we brought out the George Foreman. So when I was diagnosed with celiac disease, I was super devastated because I was like, oh my God, all of my favorite foods are toast.
Yeah,
like that.
bread.
Did you get that little toast?
I get it. Yeah, you're.
Okay. But I could not find for the life of me actually good bread that tasted not like
cardboard
dirt and cardboard. And this bread is bomb. It's the, I'm putting it below.
Canyon Bakehouse.
Yeah, Canyon Bakehouse gluten-free bread.
This whole thing, there is no health concerns on this at all. It's just a big mound of calories. I get a bunch of different cheeses. Natalie likes the cheddar cheese. She doesn't like when I do the havarti or the Munster, the Gouda and all that. But for me and the boys, we're gonna go into some kind of the more gourmet cheeses.
I like the cheddar and the little mixy.
This is the Virginia baked ham. And I always get them to cut it like either, I say like thin sandwich. So it's like that. Now, do you like it when I make it really thick on the ham for you or not as much? Yeah.
Not as much as the ham. I like more cheese.
More cheese, okay.
More cheese, please.
Yep. Tillamook cheese. If you see this in the store and you're debating on what cheeses to get, always go to Tillamook. I love them. Apparently, it's like a co-op of these like farmers that are all kind of work together, and they have like a commitment to, I guess, using like a high quality type of milk product, essentially. All I know is that it's from Oregon. My buddy Eric, best man at my wedding, he actually is from there, and he turned me on to Tillamook cheese. And literally after I tried it, it's very difficult for me to try any other like sliced cheeses. So I do like this for Natalie. I do cheese on top, cheese on bottom. So hers is like extra cheesy. And then it's so easy with this George Foreman. And it's super easy. I just put it in the George Foreman. Bam, let it sit for like whatever it is, 5 or 6 minutes. I'll check on it. She wants the cheese super melted.
Yes,
and it's gonna be
melted. I like my cheese melted.
And so while that is going on for her, I'll start prepping the boys and mine. So I like Dave's. I don't have a gluten problem. So this Dave's bread for me is, I think it's really, really good. Got a good flavor profile. It's nice and kind of dense and chewy. Oh, this Kerrygold butter, by the way, it's pretty much is a cheat code. Like if you put Kerrygold butter on anything, people are gonna think you're an amazing cook, especially on something very basic like this.
Ooh, another video I'm gonna show you guys is, we call them nutties.
Yeah, it's my version of a, basically an oatmeal raisin, kind of a cookie, but I do them in cupcake, whatever those are called, cupcake, not tins, but the.
Welcome to Cooking with Nem. Eating healthy does not have to be boring, you guys. Nutrition is everything, and moderation is key.
And also too, like this is a cheat meal, but we're using super high quality ingredients.
Yes.
So we're not going out and getting like Taco Bell, which tastes great at the time, but then you're full of remorse afterwards because you feel like you're gonna die.
This is another reason why I married Jonathan, is because our first date, he actually cooked a meal for me, so he cooked dinner. I mean, at the time, it was because he was too broke to take me out to dinner, but I did not know that. It was more, I thought it was like the best gesture ever. Straight
up, I do not know how people in their 20s can afford to date.
Well, especially now.
Even when I was, I mean, my God, like the amount of money. So let's say we go out to dinner and a movie. Dinner is gonna at least, after tip, at least, and we don't drink, at least $170. So it's coming along nicely. It's almost done. I want all that cheese to just be super melty for her. She likes it. If this is mine, I'd probably pull it, but she likes hers more, I guess, more melted. And so we're almost there for hers as I'm prepping the boys.
Look at chef.
Look at that.
Yes, chef.
Nice.
Yes, chef. On top of that, chef.
There we go.
Oh, I guess I didn't like that.
I highly recommend if you're serious about dating and not just like going out and banging, if you find a girl who acts of service is their love language, then food is right there for you. So it's actually amazing. Hers, she likes acts of service. So when I make her food, it's like her quote unquote love language. She says food's her love language, it's the act of service. So if you get a girl where act of service is her love language, cook for them, it's easy. I mean, look honestly, this looks amazing, it tastes delicious, and you saw how easy it was to do. You don't have to be a master chef.
Fun.
Look at this. This is gonna be like, it's probably a quarter pound right there. I mean, this is gonna be a lot of cheese, a lot of meat. And then these are gonna have to stay in there for a little bit because I really need that cheese to melt down. And the guys are in for a treat. Like, look at all that just excess butter.
Jealous in the sense of like normal bread, but it's okay. Ciao. To perfection. Oh my gosh, look at that. Gordon Ramsay in the house. guys enjoyed this video. Protein is not difficult, so make sure you hit your protein even on your cheat days. And to remember, nutrition is everything. Cooking at home is really the way to go. So you're in charge of all your ingredients, everything that you're putting into your food, how you're cooking it, etc. So stay tuned for more Cooking with Nem. Love you guys. Mwah.